Hello there and welcome. Well, as you guessed from that introduction there, we've got a pink rod hour again of us. We've got some amazing things to share with you, some beautiful colour tones and some brand new stamps. But of course, got the fabulous Hazel here taking us through our paces with all of these.
Hello.
Hello, my darling, you all right?
I'm very well, thank you.
Good, good, good. And this is the first time that we've seen this Snowglobe stamp.
It is, yes. Now, originally it was supposed to be launched on the 3rd, but
Okay.
with things as they are, we've moved it back, and so it's here today, and I'm really, really excited about it.
I love it. Now, you've got lots of components within this.
Yeah.
This is the first thing that you'll notice. 22 stamps for £14 and 95. So why have we got so many elements within this stamp set?
Because we just took advantage of every single piece on there, and it was like, yep, if we can fit it in, we're putting it on there. Great value for money. What I love about this set is the elements will mix and match with the Ticket Express stamp that we bought you on the 3rd of July.
Okay.
So you can, you can put the snowflake in the ticket, the penguins in the ticket, the deers. You've got so many different elements, and even down to the font. So the font size on this one is a smaller one, but even that will fit inside the ticket, and you can mix and match because the font on the Ticket Express is a larger one, but it's the same font. So it's really, really do work well together.
Love it. And like you said, with all the components that you've got in there, it gives you not only a good array of stamps that you can use in loads of different ways, but also the ability to put them all within that snow globe, which I think is brilliant. Now, already over 10% of the stock has gone, and you can see here, I mean, these finished samples just show the versatility that you've got with this set.
They do, and you know what? Don't be scared. If you're arty, there's scope there to make those snow globes really globular. Is that a word?
It is
global.
now.
We'll say global. They stamp.
Very cool. Do you mean the roundness?
That's it. That's what I meant. That's what I meant.
The
So
roundness.
like that one in the frame, that's done with charcoal pencils.
That's very
it's totally
effective.
flat. It's not cut out and layered up. It's all flat and just shaded. And then that beautiful one there with the purple and the lilacs there. Tracy Dawkins has done that for me, and I absolutely adore what she's done there with the clouds. And it's really atmospheric. It just captures the moment perfectly.
Could almost be like a crystal ball as well if you wanted it to be, couldn't you? And the beauty is, if you want to keep it simple, if you're building your confidence and you're not feeling comfortable with all of those additional kind of techniques, then here, I mean, this is it's good old decoupage, cutting it out and layering it on top.
Absolutely, yeah, and a nice bit of heat embossing. We've got the additions of the colour pop on there from Pearly Winks and the gorgeous pearl mist in the copper there. It really helps it stand out.
I love that. And when is a fir tree not a fir tree? When it's a snowflake.
Yes.
That's a clever idea.
So that's taking all the smaller elements. Again, this is another one by Tracy, and she's used the stamper ring to build that up, but it just shows, because they're such small elements, you can really take them that step further.
Beautiful. Some fabulous ideas. If you want something quite contemporary as well, I mean, that's a very simple. That might be more of a winter season if somebody who maybe doesn't celebrate Christmas.
Yeah. But we wanted to make every single stamp on there count and have a use.
I love it. And again, from that same set, there you go, you can see building up a scene, not a snow globe inside. Absolutely amazing. And of course, the beauty is, I'm just very quickly going to bring in the ticket that we were talking about earlier on. And these are the stamps that you get with the ticket, and you can see how that font is exactly the same font, but just a different size. So that's when, obviously Hazel was referencing that a few moments ago, but we'll tell you about that in a moment. So for the time being, if you're wanting to get hold of your snow globe set, already rapidly approaching 20% of the stock has gone. So 636 at 394. If you're wanting this one, just £14 and 94 pence. Sorry, 95 pence. Very affordable price with regards to those, which means I would certainly look to getting the other set that Hazel referenced, the ticket set. The reason being, you're going to cross-pollinate. You're going to take elements from this one across to your snow globe. I mean, these ones, you can see there straight away, you've got a scene built up. Now, I will mention to you, this one is on extended delivery. It's the 20th of July with regards to dispatch of this one. And I think, is it because we saw this and it sold out?
This sold out. I think it sold out twice when on launch. So yeah, it is going to be the 20th. I think it's actually the 23rd, might be.
It is the 23rd. For some reason, we forgot the. Yeah, I don't know.
What's 3 days between friends?
Yeah, the wind's in the right direction. But again, a beautiful set of stamps. So again, lots of prospects of you putting them together in a variety of different ways. Some of those kind of concept cards that we like doing, things like your easel cards. But again, I love this idea.
Just using the smaller elements and building it up.
Absolutely amazing. Masking off certain areas for your sentiments, but making use. That's such a clever idea with the train, but that would fit beautifully.
It would.
Inside that snow globe, wouldn't it?
Of course it would, yeah.
But naturally, of course, you've got your tickets if you're going off on that that express to the Polar Land.
Yes.
I don't know if I can say it the other way around or whether I'll get into trouble. But
you could always use your ticket all the way through.
It's a really good point, yeah.
It could I'm going to say it wrong. Ephemera.
Oh, hold on. I have to be careful how I say it because it comes out like an illness. Ephemera.
That's it.
I've been known to call it emphysema, which is totally different thing.
Yeah.
Totally different. But that's like my vignettes and my vinaigrettes. I always get those two mixed up as well. But you're so right. I mean, it could be that you're doing tickets for as a gift for somebody rather than actually giving them a present. It might be that it's a ticket because you're going to take them to, I don't know, a little picnic or something like that, or a pamper day. Or it could be that you're going off to Lapland. You never know if you're fortunate. Can we go that far yet? I don't know. I'm totally confused by it all. Or it could just be a ticket to a garden party that you're creating. And that's the beauty that you've got with regards to these. Absolutely brilliant idea as well. And I love this. This is a brilliant way of showing that it's such a good size.
So going on from Claire's little sample there where she joined the 3 and did the little triple, do them the other way round as well. And that I did that one from the 12 by 36. You could get 3 in a row, but I did steal one off.
Oh, I see.
There's a little tag there.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, got it.
Because I just wanted to show how nice it looked with the snowflakes in. I didn't have time to put it onto a card, so do forgive me. So sorry.
But that's lovely because you could put a hole in there and a bit of ribbon.
Exactly,
and it could be a gift tag. Yeah,
they just work so well.
They do. Very useful shape as well. Rapidly approaching 20% of the stock. Don't forget, with this one, it is on extended delivery though, so you have got that little bit extra time, the 23rd of July. But of course, the other set that we were talking about is ready to go. 143407 if you're wanting these. Now, if you're wanting to add a little bit of sparkle, well, we can help you with these. And these are brilliant. Now, Hazel, I know you've had these kind of brought into the show because these are something you regularly use.
Absolutely. I'm very passionate about my sprays and my inks, and I love just getting a bit of sparkle and a bit of difference to my projects. So the Pearly Winks, this is the Vibe set, and on the left you've got it on its own.
I'm going to turn it round like that.
Yeah, that'll be better. You can see half of it is sparkly and half of it isn't. So you get the 5 colours. You've got the chartreuse yellow, you've got the sweet orange, magenta, anemone blue and blue grotto. But we've also popped in a diamond pearl and a colour pop cotton white. And these are going to be really, really useful with the Christmas projects, and you'll notice.
So these are kind of like an overspray then, using those additional ones. Oh.
Just gives that lovely little bit of bling.
Isn't it beautiful? Now, the gorgeous thing is you're going to get all 7 of those for just £22.98, 7 pence. A little goes a long way with regards to these. So you can see you've got your 5 with your colours there, and then your 2 additions. Now, your 2 additions, when you get these, you will notice that there's a little bit of a sediment. So it's kind of, you have to activate it, don't you?
Side to side shake.
Give it a little bit of a shake there. And you can see there, oh, look at all of that gorgeousness swirling round in there. And the beauty of that is obviously you can use them as we've seen there just a few moments ago. Show you an example of it used in a scenario with a card, because it really can make a difference. So it's creating your own fabulous kind of shimmer card, and you can see with this one you kind of got those little droplets there creating the shimmer, but it can change the nature of your existing cardstock as well.
Of course it can, yeah. So the little swatches that you've got there, they're actually from the next set down.
Oh, are they? Oh, sorry.
The acetate,
I'm going to hold this one up.
So I love the effects with the white colour pop. It'll go onto pretty much any surface because it's acrylic, but it's water-based.
Okay.
So it's got that acrylic in there, so it will stick onto the acetate and your glass and your wood and anything really, even your material.
Oh, wow.
Yes. So
that's worth knowing.
Fantastic product.
There you go, and you're getting all 7 of those, £22.97, 588034 if you're wanting those. But now we can move on to the next layer, and this is where, again, it's talking about changing your your fabulous concept. Now, again with these, I'm just going to rotate one of these round just so as you can see. So with some of these, you are going to get that little kind of settling there, but you just shake it from side to side. You don't swirl it so much. There we go. Hold on, let me hold it. I don't know why I'm doing it with my left hand. I'm right-handed.
If you do it with the copper, you will see it a lot.
The copper what?
Well, you can see it beautiful there. That's your sparkling silver. Absolutely beautiful.
Look at it twinkling. In fact, if we're doing it with one, let's do it with all of them.
So
here we go. So which one's this one? This one's your golden shimmer.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Oh, my goodness. Now, this one here is your pure pearl. Now, have we seen the pure pearl before, or is this a different one?
This set is new. It was supposed to be new today, but I was here for an hour yesterday and I needed them. So I did take them on yesterday's show. They did sell out, but we've had a nice little chat with them, Pearlywinks, and we've managed to get them back in stock for today.
Brilliant.
But
now,
look at that copper.
My goodness. Now, of course, that's all you need to do. Give them a little bit of a shake them to awaken, and then $12.99, you can see you're going to get those fabulous results. But have a look at how it changes the concept of your card. Because this is stuff that we've got in our stash. So just your regular black cardstock.
Absolutely.
You can see there.
Just black, and then I showed it on white as well, because it gives more of like a pearlescent sheen, depending on the colour.
Yes, yeah.
But once you've showed those, that sample card that you showed a minute ago, that's got, I think it's got nearly every colour sprayed on it, because I could.
And of course, the beauty is you use as little or as much as you want.
Absolutely,
so if you want to completely change your cardstock, then obviously go in heavy with it.
Heavy-handed, you're going to get more of a cover there, or mist.
Now, this is a nice look, because sometimes with regards to, I mean, you've got quite an intense spray here, obviously going off lighter here, but if you've got people that like the look maybe of your metallic waxes, but you can't necessarily get that result, maybe you're a little heavy-handed, or maybe you haven't even got the waxes.
If you're doing a mixed media canvas or something, and you want to spritz in, you're going to get that mica right into all the little nooks and crannies. It's going to work brilliant.
Oh my goodness, I need to put my sunglasses on for that one. Look at the glare on that. Amazing. And again, you can see you can still use it on your lighter cardstock as well. Oh my goodness, that's your diamond there. Now, over 20% of the stock has gone. So if you're wanting to get hold of these, now the colour pop, that is in a separate bundle, isn't it? That was the first set. Sorry, that's me jumbling them all up. But
it's fine.
To be honest, you're going to go for them all, aren't you? So you'll be able to do everything that we've just spoken of there. $12.99, you can still see that sparkle go. $499-830. We're looking at your brand new Christmas collaboration, as you can see there, for $12.99. But don't forget that original set that we showed you as well, with those beautiful pearl overlays that you're going to be able to use as well. So I would add them all into your basket, to be honest. Then you're covered for all eventualities. And you might want to use some of them on some of the cardstock that we're sharing with you, because it's a beautiful luxury cardstock, but it's always nice to be able to put your own personal touch on these. And some of these, especially if you've got something like the metallic base and you're going in with a stencil with the sparkle on it, I mean, you can get all sorts of different results.
The colour pop would look amazing on that mirror.
Yeah, that's a good point. Now, with regards to these, you've already been jumping ahead, and it is nice to be able to see that kind of collaboration of cardstock here. So you've got that gorgeous glitter, as you can see there as well. You've got that fabulous kind of oil on water where you get all those different colours coming through dependent on where you're looking at it. And then you've got that almost like a kind of a taffeta look with that one as your fabric. And then again, that gorgeous, without your mucky fingers on there, Hayley West, set there, as you can see. So £13.49. You're getting 16 sheets in total, 4 of each of them, but already 20% of the stock has gone. So 016899 if you're wanting those. Now, of course, you don't necessarily want to be using these for your card bases, but I've got a fabulous range of cardstock that you will want to. And these are some of those traditional sizes that we see from Pink Frog. But what a beautiful blue. I mean, this works so well.
It's a gorgeous colour. It's so deep and rich, and it will work for a number of different occasions. But blue and white and silver, for me, is like, I like that in a Christmas card, and I just think it really, really does make them pop. It's going to work perfectly alongside the speciality card if you want to. It's going to work perfectly alongside our super smooth or our watercolour, depending on what you're doing. Love it. Absolutely love it. And don't forget, you're going to get your instructions in there as well. Tenfold.
Now, it says True Blue, so does that mean that this is acid and lignin free as well?
Yes, it is.
Because I remember Dawn was here and she said whenever you see that word true, you know it's acid and lignin free.
Exactly, yeah.
Perfect.
Part of our core range now, so we'll always carry that.
So maybe you're kind of documenting photos from your Christmas past, or your present, or maybe your future. It's 404546. Of course, that sizing, the 15 centimetres by 30 centimetres, perfect to work with all those folds. And of course, you've got your kind of similar sort of concept on the website. So you'll have larger pieces, you'll have different sizes. Again, they are cut to size, which means it's nice and easy for you to get straight into your kind of concept cards with regards to those. And of course, Hazel is brilliant at sharing some of those designs with you. You will get little sheets come through which will give you the ideas of where you're going to be able to score and fold to get your different styles of card. Incredibly useful, and you can see that. I mean, check out some of those reviews if you're wanting to. You've got 5-star reviews there through and through. Check them out. Like-minded crafters that have invested in this cardstock and come back for many, many more. So there you go. Have a little look. Pop them into your basket. Now, Hazel's with us for a couple of hours today. We've got another show with her at 2 o'clock. But if there's any any questions you think of, then do get involved and email us studio@craftstore.com. But before we get into the demonstration, I need to give you a bit of an update with regards to that snow globe. We will see this in action, and already over a third of the stock has gone. This is the launch hour of this particular one. It's only quarter past the hour. So yeah, it's very, very, very busy for these. 22 stamps, £14.95. We better get a jog on, I suppose, then.
We better had. Okay, so just to start off with, whenever I get one of my Pink Frog stamp sets, I do make myself a little folder for it to go in.
I found this on Facebook.
I know. Do you know what?
I've logged it so as I can copy it.
I do store them in 6s. Okay, so this is one with 6 with a wrap, but kind of I'm in limbo here. But I just wanted to just go over quickly and show you, for anybody out there that doesn't know.
I think it's Nanny Jackie made these. Nanny Jackie.
Okay.
Nanny Jackie's famous. She's made multiple. Nanny Jackie is Charlotte, our producer's nan.
Oh, okay.
She's a very talented lady. And she's made some of these.
Brilliant. So it's an A4 sheet of super smooth, 14.5 centimetres, rotate around, and 14.5. That gives you a 7mm gap in the middle. And that's as hard as it gets. Obviously you do as many as you want in your stack, and they would just stack on top of each other, and then you can make yourself a little tab if you want, but your stamp set would, it's really hard because it's stuck in now, but the bit that's printed sticks to this side.
So from the packaging? From the packaging. Right, okay.
I'm going to be really naughty. Can I just borrow that?
Of course you can.
I'm just going to reach over. Okay, whoopsie. So I would take that off, stick that on there, ink this up, push that over and rub, which will give me a print on there, and then I would stick the acetate on there. And that's as simple as it is.
Clever.
Okay, so I'm going to chuck that over there to get sorted back out.
Wonderful.
And we're going to move on and have a look at these gorgeous stamps. So we're going to start off with something relatively simple. So I've just popped a little snow globe on there. We've done a bit in the background, and we're using some of the deers on this one. And we're going to use the 18 by 24 card. This is the equivalent to your 5x7s. So I'm just going to do a half fold, which is at 12 centimetres.
See, this is where those pre-cuts make it so easy.
They do, yeah. And then I've got myself a little matten layer of black, which will go on there, which I might as well stick on now. And then we're done. Lovely.
And is this using the...
this is your true black.
It was the glue I was thinking of.
Oh, sorry. This is your ethylene vinyl acetate glue.
I can never remember the letters. One of these days I'm going to give it a completely different title.
I can never remember the name, so I was just, yeah, it's ethylene vinyl acetate. It's a great glue.
£13.99 is a big bottle, so do make sure you do get those smaller bottles to kind of decant it into. And those are what Hazel's just working with there. They're things you can add in at any time, and I know you'll have seen them before, but that's the glue as it comes to you. It does come with a nozzle, which is brilliant for covering those large areas. But if you wanted to get your fine detail, then do make sure you get hold of those additional bottles as well. So details on your screen if you want your glue.
Now, whenever you get your stamps home, it's really important, if you haven't got any masket, I would really highly recommend getting some. The first thing I do is make masks. Okay. Now, instead of just cutting the snow globe out, I've done an innie and an outie, which did mean that I had to knife cut that out, but it was quite easy on my glass mat. I just went round, because depending on the techniques that I'm doing, I need this part and I need this part, and I've kept the backs on these.
Okay.
Just because it was easier, so to speak. So I'm going to lay my globe down where I want it. So we'll go about there. And a little top tip, which I picked up from Tracy, so thank you. When you're inking this up, I'm going to stamp the bottom bit in black.
Okay.
And then I'm going to stamp the top bit in grey.
Oh.
So that just means it's softer, so that you can get more of a spherical shape on it.
I love it. That's a good tip.
Saying that, it's a new grey ink pad, so it's come out dark, which is just my look.
No, we get what you're saying, so don't worry.
So I'm going to take that out of there, and we're going to bring into play this piece. And I'm just going to, I can just when I did all my samples, I just laid it over, but for the purpose of today, I am actually going to stick it on.
Oh, so that's cut from the mask sheet as well?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to, this is the first time it's been peeled off the backing. Come on.
Very useful, those sheets. They're on the screen if you want in them. $9.99, you're going to get 10 of them.
Right. There we go. Is that in a good... Do you know what? I'm going to be really... They're going to tell me off. I was aware that it wasn't in the middle, so I've put it in the middle for you. How's that?
Holly's so gentle-natured, she wouldn't have told you off.
And then I'm going to... I've picked up my blue brush, and I'm just going to glide around, and I'm just going to see if there's enough ink on there for me to do what I need to do. And it's just to give a little bit of a shadow in and around that globe. So I'm just gently bringing it in. If I'd have gone in with too much ink, it would have spoilt it.
So just about. So it's almost like a little haze that you create in there.
So that is going to be perfect for me. And then while we're here, we will... There's a little liney stamp. This is like little hills. So we'll pop that one on. And I'm just going to stamp that one in grey across the bottom. Again, just soft. So we're just going to set the scene. So whether I choose to do...
Such a useful stamp.
It is, yeah. Whether I choose to do my deers, my penguins, my trees, whatever, I've got the choice. So I'm going to put that... Oh, in fact, I'm going to keep that out because I will need that in a minute. And I'm going to choose a tree. I'll put the tree in first, and I'm going to come right over to the side, so I might lose a little bit on here so that I can fit my deer in. Okay. And I'm going to choose this one. So just have a little look and make sure that you can fit everything in. So I know that will.
Now, just while you're inking that up, folks, very, very busy. What was the update? Sorry, 40% of the stock, my goodness, and 4-minute queues. So sorry. We will get to you and get your order on the system as soon as we can. If you can hop out of the queue and get onto the website, might be a quicker way for you to get your order on the system, but we will get to you. We're okay at the moment, 40%, busy, but we should have enough there for everybody to get hold of them. So no great panic yet. Can't guarantee that will be the same in about half an hour's time, but we'll see what we can do.
So then I'm just going to place my deer in.
Gosh, that's coming together so well.
This is the beauty of them. They are quick and easy to do and achieve. So I'm going to bring in a water brush. And we're going to use a little bit of probably black soot, I think. And it is a good idea just to give that a little blast because it's the Versa. And this is just keeping everything nice and clean on the outside. There we go. So I'm actually going to take this. No, go on then. You see, look, I'm pondering. I can always come back in. I'm just going to get a little bit of shadow in from the tree, just because there would be some there, and off the bottom of the deer there. Just a little bit random.
Okay.
And then I am going to take this off because I can put it back on. Come on, stuck it down that tight.
Now this is a new mask you were saying earlier on, so there's a... Oh, look at that. I mean,
even like that, it's just so simple.
Isn't that lovely?
And that could be a great card, you know, just a little sentiment and you're done. But let's take it another step. In fact, we'll paint this bottom bit first.
Okay.
So I'm going to take some black. I'm going to squeeze out some water so that I can really kind of start in dark and pull this round. And then just kind of, I want kind of a light part in the middle.
Now half the stock has gone of these. My goodness, we are so busy.
So I'm just scooshing this round. I love that word. I'm going to get myself some more black. And if don't be too hard on yourself for this bit. If you don't get it right first time, you can always then come in with some watercolour pencils or a different medium on the top just to give you the effect that you require. You can mix in some of your colour pop as well. So I'm just being careful to start off with and make sure I get that dark edge. And then I'll worry about this bit in the middle afterwards.
I mean, these look so amazing, but the colour palette is very minimal, so you don't need lots and lots of colour.
No, but also They look great in pinks and blue, all sorts of colours. Don't think that they've got to be.
And you see snow globes all year round really as well, don't you? I mean, you kind of get those with glitter in, not kind of meant to look like snow, and kind of that's where we associate them with winter and Christmas. But
you gave me an idea.
Oh, okay.
When you were going down the counter, you said about scrapbooking and doing your Christmas memories.
Yes.
How nice would this snow globe be with a picture in made of a shaker card?
Exactly.
That would just be amazing. So just take your time and build this up. I'm going to leave a bit there because I'm going to show you a bit with the pencil, and then it just gives you a little bit of difference.
Oh my goodness! You know, I gave you that update just a few moments ago. Well, I don't like to give you too many updates because I know how frustrating it can be when we're kind of throwing all of these updates in. But sometimes we have to do it because when we jump in from 50% to 60% in less than 5 minutes, you need to know. So yeah, 60% of the stock has gone. This was only launched at 10 o'clock this morning. It's 25 past now, and for 60% of the stock to have gone in the first hour shows how incredibly busy we are with regards to this one. So please do not miss out on it. It's a very versatile and useful stamp set, and it's only £14.95, so you definitely want to go for.
Sorry, I didn't realise that was on.
That's okay.
I was just pondering. So I'm just using the little hills to build up the scene now.
Clever, yeah.
And we'll just pop this one down. I'll keep that out. And again, I am using my grey. I'm just going to bring in the stag because I want to position. So I'm going to we'll get one across here.
Now this reminds me, do you remember that film Night in the Museum, when they used to look into the kind of artefacts in the museum? It's like, how did you get in there? And you've got your deer on the outside and your deer on the inside there. But how did you get in that globe?
Right, I'm just going to place him in, just so that I know. Then I can relax that I've got everybody in place. Okay, and I am choosing to do this on a block. Obviously, it would be better if you did it in your platform, just in case you don't stamp it right. I shouldn't have said that because now it'll do it for me, but let's give it time to get a good... Perfect, okay, that's good. Right then, so from there, I'm going to use a little blast of my gun again because I've got wet ink.
Why are you doing that? Can I show you guys this one? Because I wanted to show you this. I missed it earlier on because it's kind of off to the side when I was showing you the finished sample. What a brilliant idea. Utilising dyes as well.
Exactly. So Claire's done that one. How
Isn't
adorable
that wonderful?
are they?
Absolutely amazing. So you've got your depth and dimension there, as you can see. I love that glow around. I do like a Victoria lamppost on a Christmas card. Incidentally, me waffling on there. Oh, 3/4 of the stock has gone.
Trying to get the backing off. Again, it's the first time. Do you know what? I'm going to do what I do when I make them at home. So I'm just going to put this one on there.
Okay.
And I'm going to bring in some blueprint sketch. And I'm just going to start and randomly blend around. Now, I don't care, or it doesn't matter if you get any markings on here at all. This is just to give some colour down there. And I want it darker than my globe. So whether I'm using a brush or a sponge, being quite random, and almost the bittier the better, because at the end of the day it's sky, and that's not perfect. So let's just get that colour on. I'm going to just turn that round. Hazel,
did I ask you what card you were working with to start with? I tried to ask for it at the beginning, but I don't always remember.
It's super smooth, of course. It had to be super smooth. It is pretty much my go-to. I do like using our watercolour as well, but more often than not, it's super smooth. Okay.
You know, I said about those updates, I don't like to kind of bother you with them. Well, you probably heard me say very quickly, 75% a few moments ago, it's now limited stock. Wow. This is the urgency behind this one. Now, if you're wanting to get hold of yours, the details are there on your screen. If you want immediate dispatch with regards to this one, phone calls are being made at the moment. So if you want immediate dispatch, then £14.95 will get you this on its way to you. You'll be able to craft with it in a matter of days. When it's dispatched, you'll be able to get hold of it, start crafting if you want to. Or maybe if you're not ready to do your Christmas cards yet, at least you've got it there and you know it's there and you can start building up this kind of idea of designs. 636394, but you have to be quick for that immediate dispatch to this one. And when you see cards like this, Hazel, I mean, this just shows you everything you've done is so achievable.
Absolutely, yeah. And it doesn't take that long either. Right, so I've just spritzed a bit of water around the outside there just to give me that kind of speckly effect. And I've got a few little bits of stamps that I want to do. So there's this gorgeous big snowflake in here. So I'm going to place, I want to get some in the background.
Lovely.
So I'll put my mask over to protect. And we'll do it in the blueprint sketch, but you could use one of your Versaclares, maybe Bluebell would look quite nice. So let's get one in that corner. Now normally, me being me, and people will laugh, I would have to put that straight, but I'm going to be a bit rebel.
Oh, it's not going to make you feel wobbly or anything,
well,
is
no,
it?
it's fine. I'll cope.
Okay.
Bit rebel. And then we will have a bit there. So just press hard around the rim because you've got to get it right up, so that's kissing right round that edge. And then we'll put, oopsie, one tiny little bit down here. Okay. And then I know this is really bizarre, but I absolutely adore our Textures 3 set. Has got some little little circles.
Oh,
and
we've probably got this one in the brand section.
It just went really, really well. So I can just pop a few.
Oh, it's on the show actually.
Bubbles around. Just gives something a little bit more, and it means that I can put some bling in it.
Ah, okay.
Okay,
Like
so
your style.
I'll take that. Now all we need to do is put a little bit of, I'm not going to do the hills on this one so dark, I'm just going to put a little bit of shadow in around here.
Okay.
And keep it more white.
Okie dokie.
If that makes sense.
It does indeed. Now, if you've got this in your basket and you're yet to check your basket out, you need to be quick. The reason being, it's technically sold out. So if it's in your basket, you're okay. It has got your name reserved on it, but it's not yours yet. You need to be checking your basket out for immediate dispatch with regards to this one. Now, if you leave it for 10 minutes, it will fall back into our stock allocation. But what we have got is the ability for you to get hold of it if you have missed out of it on extended delivery. We kind of preempted this. I mean, you don't need to be a detective to figure that one out, really, do you? But £14.95, same item number. It's now on extended delivery. What was the date? The 23rd. So is that about a week? 2 weeks, okie dokie. So 636394. Obviously still in plenty of time for the Christmas season and plenty of time for you to plan your projects as well. So if you're wanting yours, get hold of it now. Got another show with this later on, apparently.
All I'm doing now is really faintly just stamping a few little snowflakes into the snow globe.
Okay.
There's that gorgeous, sorry, it's not clean. I went across there.
Ah, it's like a little flourish.
That's great
Nice.
for edging your card as well. And I'm just looking, I've lost one of my stamps, but that's fine. I'll get away with it. So I'm just going to go on to my Colourpop and my Diamond Pearl. And I'm going to spritz that through here to make my globe really nice and sparkly.
Now, both of these are coming in that first set. That set of 7 bottles. So you've got those both in there. So the Colourpop is the solid white, the opaque white. And then, of course, you've got that gorgeous sparkle that when you give it a shake, you get that kind of swirl going on with that. But you're going to get all of these, all 7 of them, for £22.97. And you've got some amazing... I'm just going to drop it in very quickly, just so you can see those colours that you're going to get. But of course, Hazel's going to be showing these in action. And you can see that overlay that's been sprayed over the top that gives it that gorgeous pearlescent shimmer. So you definitely need these in your basket as well.
Okay, I was just getting my wording set up.
Lovely.
So I've masked this out. I've just put some card over. My Colourpop, I'm just going to give that a swill, make sure it's all mixed up, and then...
we don't shake it up and down. We
no,
kind of
it's
swirl
side
it
to
side,
but I quite like doing that because it kind of does it quicker.
Yeah.
So if I miss down on here, I've got to be careful. I don't want to cover all of it, but I want to make it look like it's snowing. So I'm going to kind of go slow. Ah, this is perfect. I wanted it to be dropleted.
Okay.
And then I'm going to have a little mist of my Diamond Pearl to give it some sparkle. So now I can take that out of the way. We can peel this. I've got to be careful with this because it's got to last me the whole 2 hours. I don't want to have to cut another one.
Now, those sprays, incidentally, half the stock of those have gone as well. You can understand why. I mean, you've got so beautiful colours there. Obviously, even using just the lighter tones, those whites and that pop, you're going to use those all the time. So, brilliant collection, £22.97. Don't forget to add in those others that we were looking at. I'll show you them later on. But if you like the style and the idea of these, you're definitely going to love that other set as well.
Okay, so I'm just stamping down there. my season's greetings. Now that is still wet, so I'm going to have to blast it, but literally, because I want to show you as many demonstrations as I can, that would just stick on the top of there.
That is beautiful.
And this one here is the one that I made earlier. But it just gives you, in fact, I've missed one thing out. Goodness me, what am I doing? What you want to do is just take a little bit of black and bring it up the sides. And that's really good for the shading side of things.
And it gives it that shape,
yes.
yeah.
You can see that that has transformed that just by adding that little bit of black there.
Brilliant. Yes, it has, yeah.
And you can just bring that around a little bit. Okay.
Good tip.
Nearly forgot. I thought that looks very crisp, but then that's why, look, I've just got that over there.
That's brilliant. Oh, thank you so
there
much,
we go.
Hazel.
Okay.
That is fabulous. There you go. So you know why you need those. Thank you. We'll come back to Hazel in just a few moments. Now's your time to place your order. If you're wanting these and you missed out on the, obviously the first stock, because they're sold out in just, well, less than half an hour, I think it was. We have got extended delivery with regards to these. Obviously still in plenty of time for Christmas, so don't worry about that. But it gives you plenty of time. Yeah, you've got plenty. It's only a fortnight. We're not talking like, what, 6 months or anything like that. So you'll be okay. Now, this is a lovely set. It's one of those ones that get hold of it while you've got the opportunity. Now, obviously, have I swapped them round when I pop them back in place? Oh, I did, I think. There you go. Let me move them around there. Now, you might recognise some of the fonts and the greetings from this one, because if you did get hold of the ticket earlier on in the month, then you will recognise this. But this is a lovely set that will work alongside that ticket one, which I'll show you in a moment. Obviously, you've got your large stamp, your main stamp being that Snowglobe with that aperture area that you can put anything you like in there. So you utilise the elements that you've got in there, building your scene just as Hazel's been showing us absolutely brilliantly, and adding your sentiment as you go. But equally so, you can use the little characters, and I love that idea of that kind of snowy mound. It's such a clever idea. But you could do that with green, couldn't you, if you wanted to make it into a field or something like that? It doesn't have to be a snowy scene. But the penguins, this one is absolutely adorable. Them all sat there, all snuggling up together. What a lovely way of creating your cards. So if you fancy this set, you've got 22 stamps in total. Try again, £14.95 on extended delivery the 23rd of July, but definitely worth the wait. I would add these in alongside them, because if you're wanting to build up a scene, then you've got perfect elements in here that are going to help you. Now, obviously, you can see there you've got your little scene ready-made with your stags, perfect to go into Snowglobe, as is the one with the little train. But of course, the train is perfect to go on the ticket as well, as are the different characters that we just saw in the previous set. Everything cross-pollinates so well. And this is where you'll recognise the sentiments there. The sentiments on a larger scale, but it's the same font, the same sentiments, but on a smaller scale on the set that we've just looked at. So they work really well alongside each other. This particular one, 40% of the stock has gone. It is on extended delivery, because when we saw it at the beginning of the month, again, it sold out. So we're still looking at the 23rd. So it's similarly to, obviously, the original set that we've just been looking at as well. So they're both going to be coming around the same time. 143407 if you're wanting those. Now, the sprays, we are incredibly busy for these. They are absolutely beautiful. Now, of course, you're going to get your colours in here. You're going to get that gorgeous pop of white that we can see there with that opaque look, and of course that gorgeous shimmer that's going to make all the difference to any of those other sprays that you've been using, and other things that you've got in your stash as well, because you can use it as an overlay on pretty much anything that you're wanting, as you can see there. So there you can see where it's been kind of done as an overlay across the 5 colours that you've got within this set. Don't forget, you are going to get your colour pop as well, so giving you that solid pop of colour, as you can see there. Absolutely brilliant, all in that one bundle for £22.97. But the ones that I mentioned to you earlier, that I think, if you like the look of these, that you'll definitely want, are down at the front. Now, this is a set of 4, very affordable at £12.99, and these can be used just as they are, or you can actually use them as an overlay in the same way. And again, when you get these, you will see, in fact, let's go from this side to the end, because this really does show you. You've got obviously your liquid that is in there, that's going to be kind of taking all that gorgeous mica when you give it a swirl. Now, I've got to be careful, because I've been known to swirl this and just literally knock everything off. So there you go, look at that. That is the kind of result that you get. So that one is your copper. So you can see now you've got that shimmer, that sheen, that sparkle that you're going to be able to use in so many different ways. Now, your pearl mist, that's doing exactly the same, as you can see there, giving that gorgeous pure pearl look there. Absolutely beautiful. Then when you start looking at the golden shimmer, again, it's similar to the copper tone there, as you can see it. Adding that shimmer, adding that sparkle, as you can see. And then the final one, if you're wanting those cooler looks, maybe with your blues, then you've got your silver mist there. Absolutely beautiful. £12.99, but over half of the stock has gone. 499 830, absolutely brilliant. A little goes a long way, so you can use them obviously to spray if you wanted to. You can decant them and actually paint from them as well if you wanted to. So there's a lot of scope with these, and it's irritating me now because I haven't got all my labels lined up, but we'll sort that out in a moment. But there you go. If you fancy those, just £12.99. 499 830. Pop them in alongside the others, please do. So everything works so well together. And of course, that gorgeous silver is going to look amazing with your speciality card. Now, approaching half the stock has gone of these, so you're going to get 16 sheets. You're going to get 4 repeats of each of these. So you've got that gorgeous mirror card that we've just been looking at, absolutely beautiful, as you can see there. Then you've got kind of like it's almost like a taffeta fabric look with these, and then you've kind of got that oil on water look, as you can see there, where you kind of twist and turn it, and you'll see all sorts of different colours coming through, purples, lighter tones as well. And then the most incredible glitter card, as you can see there, it's non-shed glitter, and it's got that gorgeous kind of, it's almost like a purpley blue. It's beautiful. £13.49. Again, brilliant one to go for. If you want to bulk up on anything, you can do, but 016 899 and £13.49 will get it on its way. Now on the website you'll find all of the bases that Hazel's been working with, so don't forget, if it's true blue, as you can see here, you can use it for your archival projects as well, and that goes across all the different colour ranges. But if you're wanting your true blue, then these are all the different cuts that we've got for you. Of course, they're cut to the right sizes to work with those fabulous folds that you'll get the instructions of alongside your cardstock. So brilliant projects you can work with the moment they arrive. If you want to check out the reviews, they are brilliant, as you can see, they're 5-star reviews, and of course all the different ranges of colours available on the website as well. So we're going to head back over to Hazel because I think we've got something else planned.
We have indeed. So this time I'm just going to use the snowflake elements, and we're going to use some of the True Blue card and our colour pop to start with, and then we're going to bring in and mist some of these gorgeous pearl mist sprays as well, just to show how nice they tie in. So just give that a nice swirl, and I'm just going to spritz that down on here. I've put card because it's going to save me tidying up.
Okay.
And I'm just going to bring in my brayer, and I just want some random kind of whiteness.
Okay.
It doesn't matter if it's tidy, messy, I just want some white on there.
Okay.
And that's fine. So then I'm going to spray some more because I don't think it's thick enough for my stamping. And I'm just going to tap.
Oh, okay, right. Okay, we're stamping a bit now.
Make sure you've got a clean stamp. And again, it really doesn't matter, it's just random, it's just getting little bits of snowflake in that background. Now you will need to make sure you clean that up, so that'll go over there and I'll come back to it, and I'm just going to dry that off.
Lovely.
Now to really make this pop now, because it kind of just looks a little bit of a mess, I'm putting something in the centre so you won't see that. I'm just going to concentrate on these outside edges. But I just wanted to show you how nice that acrylic pop really does.
And it's brilliant, showing that you can use them without them just being a spray.
Yeah. You can paint with them and everything. They're amazing. Okay. So, perfect. I'm going to stamp with a couple of... I'm just pausing. No, I'm going to stamp with this one.
That's okay. You pause away.
So I've got my large one here, and I can start in and add in. Now this is the great bit, because now this is really, really standing out. I've got a little bit there. Now, if I was to stamp down, I would get a line on there, and I don't want that unless I pull it right back. So I'll pull it right back, and then I won't get the line.
Got you, yes. Yeah.
So let's just put a few. And again, on that one, just check out where your line is.
It's kind of go to the opposite side almost, isn't it? Yeah.
And then we'll use some of these smaller ones as well. Just random. It's just to give us a little bit of interest.
It's nice that you've got the different sizes there, so they kind of all tessellate together.
Even though I've lost one, but don't tell Andy.
He won't be watching, he'll be doing something else.
No. I'm just going to put my, obviously copy paper would be good for this, but I haven't got any.
Ooh, like it.
I'm just blotting that off. And then I'm going to come in with, I absolutely adore copper on here.
See, now that isn't one I would automatically go for.
But I really like it. I don't know why. It just goes really well. Get it all over my stamp storage. So I'll just pop that down and then we'll dry that one off and then we're ready to work the next layer.
And this is from the set that you're going to see at the bottom of your screen if you're wanting to go for the copper.
So once that's dry, I'm just going to give it a little ink around the outside. That's done. So let's see if you can pick up that sparkle. Can you see which is the best way?
Now if you tilt it, there you go, just tilt it forward a little. Yeah. There we go, we can start to see that coming together. Sometimes the more you tilt it towards the camera, the more that it shows off, but you can certainly see it. That's good. Amazing. Okay,
so I said we were just going to ink a little bit around the outside, didn't I? So I'm just going to come in with this is the Versaclair, and it just deepens that edge. Doesn't have to be anything too particular. There we go.
Lovely.
And then I've got a layer to go here in white. And then this one, I've gone ahead and started to ink it already.
Okay.
But we'll pop some different bits on there now. So we can use, this time, I'm not going to go in with the Versaclair. I'm going to go on with some of our Blueprint Sketch in the background first. And maybe, again, it doesn't matter, it's just random. Let's try that one. And it's just about building up layers, really. That's why I've gone for the lighter colour first. You probably can't even see those ones. Is that showing up?
Yes, looks lovely, yeah.
Okay, and then the one that I really want to use isn't there, so just get over it, Hazel. It's fine.
I can't
believe I've lost it.
We need it on the set for
probably stuck to the bottom of my foot or something.
Oh, bless you.
Okay. And
did you have it when you got here?
Haven't got a clue.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
I really couldn't tell you.
It's me trying to be helpful.
I know. So then, look, this tiny one, the detail on it is beautiful. We'll just pop a few of those in. We'll choose our sentiment, so we could have Christmas.
Lovely. Just to give you a quick time check, Hazel, we've got about 10 minutes left.
Okay. I'm hoping to try and show you something else.
That's why I thought I'd mention it.
Thank you for that. Right, we'll stamp this one in then, and we'll do this in the VersaFine. Hope I've stuck it on there straight. Again, do it in your stamping platform. This is just for speed.
It's a lovely font as well.
It's gorgeous. Yeah. I'm just going to, I'll do a little bit, maybe just to add in. That'll do, step away. And then I can use my little, just a little bit of darker ink there. Obviously be careful when you get to your snowflake because it's still going to be wet. And then this is going to get misted with, I feel, a bit of, I could use my pearl, but I am going to use the diamond.
Oh, okay.
Spritz that over.
So how's the diamond different to the pearl? So
this has got particles of glitter, whereas the pearl, that's the pearl. The pearl comes out more pearlescent.
Oh, I see.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
and that's just got particles of glitter in as well.
More of a sheen and a shimmer.
But there's nothing to stop you from mixing them up, so I'm going to put a bit of that copper in there too. So we'll give that a quick blast. I'll show you what that looks like.
So if you go for the two sets, you're not going to get any double
No double ups at all. You'll use every single one of them. I do. I mean, look how much I've got left in my bottle. Down to there, down to there. They're just like, I'm scraping the barrel. Right. Oh. Let's bring that in then. So, that's what we've got. It's coming together. Do you want me to stick this, or do you want me to move on and show you another technique?
I think we've got the idea.
Yeah,
I think we're
right.
okay
So
with that,
I'll bring my card in. Look, that's what it should look like.
Perfect.
Same
Love it.
I've added it to a 15 by 30 in our true blue.
Wonderful. Right, let you get ready and I'll very quickly give you guys an update. Then we'll head back over to Hazel. So 20% of the extended stock of the Snowglobe stamp set has gone. Again, a beautiful set. Those little snowflakes, so useful, aren't they? Adding all those little tiny details in there, but then you've got your statement ones there as well. The sentiment, again, perfect to work alongside the other set that we mentioned previously, but it's a very popular set, sold out earlier on. So if you are wanting yours, make sure you get hold of it during this hour, because of course when Hazel's back at 2 o'clock it could be kind of touch and go. I don't know, I don't have a crystal ball, I've got a snow globe, but we don't know what will happen at 2 o'clock, which yeah, there you go, you could use it. 636394 if you're wanting that one. Don't forget your stamp set with your tickets as well, and don't forget to add your sparkling. Get it all into your basket and get your basket checked out as soon as you can, because it's proven to be very, very popular. Are you tidying up over there, lovely?
Well, you know, it has been known.
Now you've got about 7 minutes left.
Right, okay. So this time I want to show you this way round. The little penguins.
Oh, I
okay.
love this one.
They are so cute. So we're going to work, I'll come back to the cardstock, but it's a 12 by 36, which I will just do a half fold on.
Okay.
And then I've cut myself some layers. So the white will be 16.5 by 10.5, and then smaller on the black. So on this black piece, I'm going to mist on there. I have done one, so it's dry, but it is literally our colour pop.
Lovely.
And we would, you see, I was going to just cheat. And it's just purely so I don't have to wipe up. Okay. Oh, look at that. Ooh. You see, now I depress that slowly, which means I get big pebbly bits out. Okay, if you go faster, you get more of a mist, so to speak. So I would put my colour pop down, and then I would mist on my copper. Just across that background, which gives that gorgeous, oh, I just really love it, sorry. And it dries just like this. Beautiful. So I'm going to move that out of the way. Lovely, it's one for later on. Yes, and we'll move that one out of the way. In fact, I'll turn it over because I'm going to do some heat embossing. And I'm going to use black, and we're going to use our penguins. So I'll do my anti-static over there. Okay. And then I'm going to place, I think we will have them about there. I'm just going to check where me line's going to be. And this is always a good idea, use the stamps to kind of give you that so just point. Kind of measure where it is, and we're going to do the, I mean, what I'll do is I'll actually do the penguins first and I'll put these in afterwards, but just make sure that you've got enough room at the bottom. And when you join these up, you do need to do the centre one first. So we will ink that one up. Now, you could use your WOW or whichever pad that you have, or you could use VersaFine. It really doesn't matter, because this is a slow drying ink, it's going to grip the powder. And I think I'm actually going to use the black because I don't know why, it just makes it blacker. Okay. So it's going to stand out. So position and stamp. And then powder. Okay. I could have done that straight in there, couldn't I? Never mind. And then I'm going to heat, and I would do that, I would heat this one and then move on. But these just look, I love them. They've got a very arty look to them, haven't they? Almost like a street art look. Gorgeous. Just give it a waft. And you'll need a mask now to stick over there. I was about to say, is this one another one where you need the mask? So I've got one on here. I'm sure it'll hold out. Place that over to protect those. And then we're going to do the same again. And this time I can do both together. Okay. Because you'll do one either side. So I'm just going to bring it in. And again. So I am applying quite a lot of pressure there, but... Okay. Oh, doesn't it look amazing? We'll just use that powder. Right. This is where I have to be tidy. Let's just get that in.
No.
Good job I've got a big pot, isn't it?
It is. Now, Hazel's going to be back with us at 2 o'clock with more from all of these stamps and fabulous colour sprays that we've been talking about. Make sure you do join her at that stage. Sadly, I'm not getting that show, unfortunately. I'll have finished at that stage, but Janice will do, and he will love these, especially the penguins. So, yeah, the stamp set is on your screen there. 22 stamps, £14.95, now on extended delivery. 23rd of July, not too long to wait, to be honest, just a couple of weeks, and definitely worth that wait as well. We're down to the last couple of minutes of the hour, so yes, it is an hour we've been on, isn't it? Yes, yes.
It feels like 5 minutes.
I don't know why I hesitated then.
Right, so I've just spritzed some of the colour pop down, and I'm going to use that, and I'm going to come in, and I'm just going to white these out. And this is why it is such a fantastic product, and I needed to put it in that bundle because it's just...
So, I know we haven't got them on the show, but colour pops, do they come in a range of colours?
Yes,
okay.
yeah, you can get them in a range of colours. But to me, the white is the most important one.
Yes.
So just by putting that little bit of highlight on their head there, look. Obviously, they're going to repel against the heat emboss. But if there is some on top of the heat emboss, it might dry on top of it because obviously it goes onto any surface. So just add that in, and you can go in a couple of times to, if you want it whiter, just keep layering it up, and it will get brighter and more opaque each time that you do it. Okay?
I love it.
So that would be that. And then how am I doing now?
We've got about a minute or so left.
Okay, so all I would do is ground my penguins because they don't want to be floating. So come in from one side.
So is this the one that you used to create like the hills earlier on? Ah,
yeah.
Clever.
Then, oh, you know that bit of card? That massive bit of card. Let's just put that on because I will heat emboss that one too. I know what I did there, but it's fine. I've got away with it. Then we'll heat that. And then we just got to choose our sentiment on there.
Adorable. Now we're down to the last few seconds of the hour, so it might be worth you bringing in the
I will bring it in.
one. There you go.
All I did on this one, that way for you, I just went around the greeting so it stands out a little bit more.
Absolutely beautiful.
Look at the shine.
I'd like another 59 of those if you don't mind.
Okay.
Thank you very much. So there you go. What an amazing idea. Fabulous card created so quickly. Hazel, thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's been such a lovely hour. And of course, lots more to come. 2 o'clock, that's when you want to tune in. But you need to be getting hold of yours now. Phone queues, they're building again now. They always do towards the end of the hour. So website might be the best place to go. So I would get hold of mine before it goes because it could potentially, in the second